Now, as you all know, Rengoku lost his life defending the people of the Mugen train from Upper Rank 3 Akaza, who offered to turn Rengoku into a demon multiple times throughout the battle. Obviously, he declined and ended up dying, but what if he accepted the offer? Would he be able to rival the other Upper Moons and even rise the ranks to Upper Rank 1? Let's talk about it. To begin, I want to acknowledge the fact that even as a human, Rengoku was already extremely strong. He was a great swordsman, one of the fastest Hashira, one of the physically strongest Hashira, as he was able to hold Akaza almost until daylight. So it's safe to say that all of these attributes would only be enhanced if he were to turn into a demon, as well as the fact that stamina wouldn't be a problem, so he'd be able to spam moves such as his 9th form called Rengoku. And yes, if you were wondering, he would still be able to use his breathing techniques because Upper Rank 1 Kokoshibo is a Breath of the Moon user, and he's still able to use all of his techniques even after becoming a demon. So with that out of the way, where does he rank amongst the other demons? Well, he's definitely easily stronger than any of the lower moons, as he was able to beat them in his human form, more specifically lower rank 2 in the Rengoku guided novel, which is like a bonus chapter to the Demon Slayer manga. He ends up defeating him with his ultimate 9th form, which is again called Rengoku. With this in mind, at the very least he would be lower rank 1, but I'm gonna argue why I think he may even be able to make it to upper rank 4-ish, given that the Mist Pillar Muchiro defeated upper rank 5 in his human form, albeit with his Demon Slayer mark. I don't think Rengoku would have a problem, especially in his demon form, defeating upper rank 5 in a blood battle. Do you think he'd have more trouble beating Upper Moon 6, Daki and Gyutaro, as I think they overall probably are more powerful than Upper Moon 5, but for some reason, maybe because Daki's weaker, they were placed lower on the Upper Moon rankings. Though I don't think it's a stretch to say if Rengoku couldn't defeat them at first, in time he definitely would be able to, as I don't think they train as hard as someone like Akaza does or really values fighting as much in general. As for Upper Moon 4 Hantangu, considering that Tanjiro as well as Nezuko and Mitsuri, the Love Pillar, were able to give him a decent run for his money and end up defeating him, I feel like Demon Rengoku would eventually end up defeating him with little to no effort. He's also my least favorite of the Upper Moons, so this may be somewhat biased, but I don't think Rengoku would really have a problem in the long run. Assuming I was correct and Rengoku made it to Upper Rank 4, I think this is where his progress would start to stagnate, as I don't see him beating Akaza with ease, or even beating Akaza with hundreds of years of practice as a demon because of the strength difference. But even if he eventually did beat Akaza, I don't see him beating Doma or Kokoshibo for a very long time, if ever, as they're both extremely powerful, as we saw in the final arcs. So that's about it strength-wise. I thought I should mention his Blood Demon art would probably be something obviously to do with fire, like maybe it could even be lava, I don't know, but it would definitely look really fucking cool. And finally, story-wise, who would be the one to probably have to fight him or take him down? I think it would have to be his dad, the previous Flame Pillar, and he'd probably have to come out of retirement to fight his son. And I think it'd be actually really cool in an alternate Demon Slayer story. That's it for this video, and I did want to mention that I do think this could have been a possibility even had Rengoku been the person he was, if Akaza was able to just turn him into a demon against his will, like Muzan's able to do, and we don't actually see if Akaza would be able to do that. But since he was asking Rengoku, so it was more like a moral battle, like if he would turn into one or telling him to turn into one, I don't think he'd want to forcefully turn Rengoku into a demon. Overall, as I've said, I think he'd have a pretty relatively easy time making it to upper rank 4, but again, when it comes to Akaza and everyone above him, he's gonna have a really tough time beating them, but I do think at some point it may be possible. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment your favorite Demon Slayer character, color, whatever you want to comment, like, comment, subscribe in general, and I'll see you in the next one.